each of your personal and team goals for this season?
You can go ahead.
Okay. I would say my personal goal is just to like stay in a match as much as possible, hit as many balls back. But also this season more in particular, I want to work on more like attacking because I'm more of a defensive player, but I really want to put myself in the position to be ending the point instead of just like having long rallies. And then for the team aspect, just staying positive, staying in matches, and just like cheering on for each other and everything like that.
Yeah, I think one of my personals is pretty similar. I also think I'm really defensive player, and I can be there in the court for a long time, but I want to be more aggressive. I want to be hitting maybe a little bit more winners, being able to close the points at the net also. And I think just is my third year, so trying to give everything at the court. I already know how this works. I already know maybe the level. So I think trying to give my best and show it to the team also.
You guys talked about both kind of being defensive players. Would you say that's your, greatest strength on the court, or what would you say is your greatest strength as an athlete?
Yeah, I would probably say my defensive style is probably my greatest strength because I'm just able to get the ball back, and some opponents don't want to have the long points. They want to end it fast, so you'll get more errors in turn. But it can also be brutal, and when we're playing matches like 3-4 matches a week, it's pretty hard on your body, and that can lead to injuries. So just preventing that is probably key for me.
Yeah, I think the same. I think like my condition helps a lot. I can be there running, I can be there hitting, having long rallies, but also gets tough to your body. And also, I think when we're playing like maybe higher matches or higher level players, we need a weapon. We need something to also win points because it's hard to earn them.
As you guys kind of alluded to earlier, and Coach alluded to earlier, as you get into the April part of the season, you're going to be playing, back-to-backs, multiple matches a week. What motivates you to get through those tough times during the season?
I think the idea and the will to compete. I think, yeah, the longer in the season, the tougher it gets. But at the same time, we always likes to be on the court. We always like to compete. We always likes to be there. It's fun. It's what we like. And even though it can be stressful, it can be angry, it can be a roller coaster of emotions. Like, it's what we like. So yeah.
I think it's also important to make it fun and like keep it lighthearted. Yes, we want to compete and we want to do well, but like making it fun and positive at the end of the day makes us want to keep getting back on the court.
Is there a specific match that you guys are really excited for this season?
I think on the women's side, we're excited for the Randolph-Macon match just because last year, or 2 years ago, my freshman year, we lost them by one match, so it was pretty tight. And I'm from Richmond, and that's like the area where Randolph-Macon is, so I'm kind of just excited to see my family be there. And I know as a team, like we're excited to see if we can get that one extra match and win the match for that one.
I think in the men's side, we're really excited. First for the D1. I think we want to see how our level is in comparison to a D1. We want to see where we are, what we need to improve. Obviously, it's our first match. So we have a lot of expectations for that. But at the same time, same with Shenandoah during the conference. We've always had that rivalry, and it's pretty nice. It's also a really good team, really solid team. So it's a really good battle to look forward.
You guys are kind of, leaders and voices on your teams. Can you kind of talk to like what the team culture is like and how you guys are kind of leaders of the team?
You got it.
Okay. Well, at least in the men's team, I think everybody's pretty excited. Everybody's pretty motivated. So that I think that helps a lot. Makes it a little bit more easier. But at the same time, you have to keep that attitude of pushing them. You have to keep them organized. You have to show them like there's a little bit of experience above them in a way. But at the same time, being really friendly, being really with them, sharing a lot of time with them on the court, off the court. because all of that like chemistry and that environment is gonna help a lot, like with the team chemistry during the matches.
Yeah, and I think it's important, at least on the women's side, we have a lot of new girls as well, and just trying to like get them incorporated into our team and making them feel welcome, and letting them know that their first couple matches may not be their strongest, but we'll work on it and we'll get better. And I think the mentality of like every match getting better is like what we want to strive for.
Kind of expanding on that, both sides had a lot of new freshmen come in. How has it been kind of integrating them into the team, and how has it been making them one as a team?
So yeah, in the men's team we have 3 freshmen. One is also a transfer, but still is pretty new in a way. He maybe understands a little bit college tennis, but the environment, the university, everything is new. The team is new, but I think we've done a good job being all together. Obviously, there are some differences. At least in the tennis team, everybody's international, so there's different cultures, there's different ways of thinking. But at the same time, tennis is what put us together. So in a way, that's what also helped us like have a really good friendship among everyone.
And then on the women's side, we just have a younger team this year. We don't have a ton of seniors or anyone that's like been there the longest. But I think for me and Reese, our other junior on the team, we're just trying to be the ones that set the record of like, we've been here, we've gone through this, and just trying to make them feel like empower them that they can get through the tough matches, and that even though that they may be struggling, it's always worth it in the end when you can get through it.
What is a lesson each of you learned from last season that you've carried into 2025?
Good question. I think maybe I think I could have done a little bit more in the matches. Obviously, after every match, you kind of think about like what were the mistakes, even if you win or you lost. You kind of think about it, see maybe what things you didn't do that right, what things you did right. But I think being able to correct those errors and being able to show an improvement as a player and as a team player will really help me. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the same. Like I would say just thinking of the aspect of just putting one more ball in the court. Like you're going to be tired, you're going to want to give up, but just having that mentality of like putting one more ball in the court and trying to finish out the match as best as you can.
You know, we've kind of talked about how tennis is a mental game. A lot of it is on that, you know, keeping a strong mentality throughout. How do you guys kind of, you know, keep your calm and stay cool and collected throughout a match?
For me, I really like thrive off the atmosphere of the teammates cheering and giving that positivity, because it takes a couple balls for you to go not your way and then you're down. So just having the support from your teammates while you're on the court is really helpful for me, and just knowing that I can only put the ball back in the court, I can't control everything, and just knowing that I can do my best is probably what's key for me.
Yeah, I think what has helped me is like knowing like not everything is gonna be perfect, even if it's an easy match. Maybe not everything is gonna be perfect. There are gonna be a lot of difficulties. Maybe I'm not gonna play the best. It's really hard to be my day every day, right? And if you know that since the beginning, or that I'm conscious about it, that helps a lot, because it's gonna help me like know that I'm gonna make mistakes. It's gonna help me that know that maybe I'm gonna have some stress points, maybe I'm gonna struggle some points, but it's just having the mentality of accepting that and moving forward and looking for the next ball. So